students, 8th standard students. Today after a long time I am just facing you, and today is the last poem. Some of the poems have been deleted from your textbook, that is they have reduced the syllabus. It is not according to the previous system. The poem B is reduced, and also lesson the platform number 8, that is also deleted, and one more poem, apple picking, this is also deleted from your textbook. Textbook means it is not there for your exam, nor it is there for your syllabus. You need not learn that. Though I have completed the apple picking, and I will deal with this poem, The Clouds, today. This poem is for memorization and written by Percy Bysshe Shelley. There is there is not at all no explanation, no introduction about this poet, but they have given pre-reading task in your textbook, that is, clouds are the gift of nature. They wander at their will in the sky. There are different types of clouds. Wisely means namely the nimbus, the stratus, and the cumulus. Generally, they form over the seas and transform themselves into raindrops or hailstones depending upon the wind patterns. Can you imagine our life without clouds and rains? So, this is a question put to you. Can you imagine a life without clouds and rain? And again, one more activity is given to you here. Try to write a few lines about clouds on your own, not from copying from anywhere. Try to write a few lines about clouds on your own in your notebook. Show it to your English teacher to improve your creative thinking and writing. Still, I prefer, you cannot show it to me, but still I prefer you to, I advise you to write a poem on clouds, just an activity, and show it to your parents. Read and enjoy the poem. So, in short, I have written something written about the poem, what the poem deals with. This poem deals with the clouds, its origin, and how it is important, and how it takes shape. All these things are written. Clouds bring shower on flower and plants. Cloud nourishes the earth. Cloud brings rain in different form. Cloud is daughter of earth and water. Cloud cannot die. The cycle of water continues in one or the other form. One of the form of water is the cloud, another is rain. So, the cycle goes on continuously, it moves. So, this is about a cloud. A beautifully written poem. I will just read out first, then I will explain you. I bring fresh showers for the thirsting flowers, from the seas and the streams I bear light shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. From my wings are shaken the dews that waken, the sweet buds every one, when rocked to rest on their mother's breast as she dances about the sun. I wield the flail of the lashing hail and return the green plains under, and then again I dissolve it in a rain, and laugh as I pass in thunder. I am the daughter of earth and water, and the nourishing of the sky. I pass through the pores of the ocean and shores. I change, but I cannot die. For after the rain, when with never a stain, the pavilion of heaven is bare, and the winds and sunbeams with their convex gleams built up the blue dome of air. I silently laugh at my own cannon top, and out of the caravans of rain, like a child from the womb, like a ghost from the tomb, I raise and unbuild it again. So, glossary is also given here. Thirstling means thirsty, bear, carry. Stream means a small narrow river. Dew, tiny drops of moisture that form on cool surfaces at night. Rocked, move regularly backwards and forward or from side to side. Flail, a wooden tool consisting of stick swinging from the end to long handle. Wield means to use. Lashing, hitting with force. Hail, frozen raindrops which fall as little hard balls of ice. Plains, a large stretch of flat land. Nursling, a baby who is taken care of by a nurse. Pores, small openings. Stain, a mark. Pavilion, a large structure lightly built and intended to be used only for a short time. Cenotaph, a monument built to honor soldiers killed in a war. Cavern, a large cave. So, first para, let's see. I bring fresh showers for the thirsting flowers. When the rain drops on the flowers, it brings removes the thirst of the flowers from the seas and the streams. I bear light shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. So what happens when rains? So many things happen. So when it showers on the flowers, it gets freshened. The thirst of the flowers gets removed. From the seas and the streams. From the seas and the streams, I bear light shade for the leaves when laid. So, how this cloud is formed? It is formed due to the evaporation process, and cloud is formed. So, it is the water is from the rivers, stream, sea, etc., etc. So, I bear light shade for the leaves when laid in their noonday dreams. It also brings light shade on the leaves of the plants when laid in their noonday dreams. So when the sky is covered with the cloud, it brings little bit shade. It protects the leaves from the sun rays and gives it some light, and it protects it from the burning. Protect it from burning. And next para. From my wings are shaken the dews that waken the sweet birds everyone when rocked to rest on their mother's breast as she dances about the sun. From my wings are shaken the dews that waken. So, when the rain drops on the leaves, it is formed in the it comes in the form of dews. And the sweet birds everyone when rocked to rest on their mother's breast. So these birds, flower birds, it looks like that flower birds are resting on a mother's breast as she dances about the sun. And when the rain falls, it feels happy. It is the thirst of the flower, the birds is removed, and it starts dancing under the sun. I wield the flail of the lashing hail and whiten the green plains under, and then again I dissolve it in rain and laugh as I pass in thunder. So next para, the third para, it is said, I wield the flail of the lashing hail. So when the cloud takes the form of hailstone is like a ice cube type of that is also a form of water, and it takes so many shapes. The cloud takes so many shapes. So first shape it takes here it is written hailstone. So lashing hail, it takes the form of lashing hail and whiten the green plains under. So and when it takes the form of snow, it just whitens all the green fields, and then again I dissolve it in rain. Again when the ice converts into water and dissolve it in rain, and I laugh as I pass in thunder. So I also take the form of thunder, a forcible air along with the clouds. So it also takes the form of thunder. So how many forms it takes? First it is water, then it becomes cloud, then it becomes hailstone. Somewhere it is become hailstones, and some other places it becomes snow, and some other places it takes the form of rain. Again it sometimes it becomes destructive, sometimes it becomes productive. If the cloud along with the thunder takes, if it starts, then it causes destruction. But if comes in light way and moderate way, it is productive. And fourth para. I am the daughter of earth and water and the nursling of the sky. So I am the daughter of earth and water means what? Where is the birth of this cloud takes place? So this is mainly due to the water. Water gets evaporated, and water, where is the water? Water is on the earth. So I am the daughter of earth and water. So water gets evaporated and takes the form of sky, takes the form of clouds in the sky. So, and the nursling of the sky. So I became cloud in the sky. Though I am the daughter of the earth and the sky, I became cloud in the sky. I became, nursling means I am nursed. Here it is given in your glossary. Nursling means a baby who is taken care of by the nurse. So the sky takes care of the cloud, and thereby it gives form of cloud in the sky. I pass through the pores of the ocean and shores. I change, but I cannot die. So what it is said in the further paragraph, I pass through the pores. I pass, the cloud passes, after taking the form of cloud, it passes from place to place. And from where to where this cloud passes, it passes on the oceans, on the shores, and it changes. The cloud can change the form. Cloud change the form means, I change the form means the water, first it was water, then it gets evaporated, then it becomes cloud. So the cycle, the water changes the form of it, but the water never dies. The water remains the same. The water, the form of water, though it changes, the water is water. Just shape of it gets, form of it gets changed. I cannot die. I cannot die means the water never dies. For after the rain, when the river, with never a stain, the pavilion of heaven is bare, and the winds and sunbeams with their convex gleams. So next para they have said, for after the rain, when with never a stain. So after the rain, earth, there may be lot of dust on the earth, that will be removed, and also in the sky, when it clears, it brings a pavilion of heaven is bare. So sky becomes very clear. You can see the sky very clear after the rain, and the winds and sunbeams with their convex gleam. So here pavilion they have referred to a large structure lightly built and intended to be used only for a short time. So clouds are short. Clouds, the form of cloud is very short. You can see in the sky there are so many, the cloud taking so many shapes. You can predict, you can guess, you can do your guesswork. So this looks like this looks like baby, this looks like a tomb, this looks like a flower, elephant. So many shapes it takes, and we can just go on guessing how does it look like. So here they have said, the pavilion of heaven is bare. The pavilion of heaven is bare. The sky becomes bare. Though the pavilion, though before it there was a shape, but now it is bare. And the winds and the sunbeam with their convex gleams. Winds and sunbeams. Sunbeams here is there will be a light looking like beam of rays falling in the form of beam, sunbeam. You can, after the rain, you can see that the sun from the shadow, from behind the clouds, if sun moves, there will be beams, rays of light, convex gleam. But built up with the blue dome of air, I silently laugh at my own canop, and out of the caverns of rain, like a child from the womb, like a ghost from the tomb, I arise and unbuild it again. So what happens here? Built up with blue dome of air. Blue dome of air means the sky, the color of the sky, the blue dome of air. I silently built up the blue dome of air in the sky. The clouds are formed along with the help of the air. I silently laugh at my own canop. I silently laugh at own canop means a monument built to honor soldiers killed in war. So when the clouds are formed, it again forms in such a shapes that sometimes it looks like a cannot top. And out of the caverns of rain, sometimes the clouds look like a huge black cave type, and it looks very horrible. And there is heavy rain, the cloud becomes very thick and black. It really looks like a cave, like a child from the womb, like a ghost from the tomb. So child from the womb and the ghost from the tomb here refers to the destructive form of the cloud, and also goodness, and something that is very innocent. Child here is very innocent. Child is innocent. So ghost from the tomb. Ghosts are horrifying. They scare us. So child, like a child from the womb. Child from the womb is infant. It is very innocent. It doesn't know anything. And ghost from the tomb. Ghost from the tomb. The person who have died on the grave, they build a tomb. So they are very scary. They are very horrifying. Ghosts from the tomb are very horrifying, but the child from the womb is very sweet and it is very innocent. It is delightful to watch the child smiling. It is very scary if we think about the ghost in the ghost. If you think about the ghost, I arise and unbuild it again. So the destructive form and creative form of the cloud is said here. Productive and destructive form of the cloud is said here. And I arise and unbuild it again. So the cloud comes, rain falls, and again sky becomes empty. Again that cloud forms, again there rain, and the cloud moves, and there will be rain in some other place. It is not necessary that where the cloud has formed it will rain in that place only. The place changes, so it goes on moving. So I arise and unbuilt again. If it comes, it will fall as a rain, and the sky becomes empty. Unbuilt again. I arise, I come, and again I unbuilt again. So beautifully said about the clouds. So how many shapes it takes, from where it takes birth, and with the help of air how it forms, what and all shapes it takes. All these things are said through this poem, The Clouds. This poem is for memorization. Please do not forget to memorize this poem. A full almost 7 paragraph, 7 stanzas of this poem is for memorization. You have to memorize the full poem. You cannot leave anything. So very easy poem, and is very easy to memorize also. Read this poem, and one by one paragraph you memorize. First you memorize the first stanza of this poem, that 4 lines. Then move to the second, but don't forget to repeat the first one what you already memorized. So that will make you easy in memorizing the poem. So I hope you have understood this poem. For better understanding, I will discuss the questions and answers, and as well as the summary of this poem in my next video. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Thank you.